Hi, this film is about Japanese maple varieties, and in this following list, if you see one that you're interested in and you don't want to watch all of the film, the time next to it is where you'll find it in the film, and you can just scroll through the film and for the time and look at the actual plant that you're interested in. The actual film itself is about different colours and different varieties of Japanese maples. As you can see, you get many different colours, even in the summer. Some are red. It's not only in the autumn that some are red. Some are red and burgundy all the summer through. You get pea greens, bronzes, many different shades of lime greens. So this is just to show you some of the varieties and the settings in which they grow. We're going to start off with this one, which is Shidava Gold, and as you can see, it's a beautiful limey green. This is on the left hand side. This is showing you what it was like earlier in the year, and 2 weeks later this is the variety or the coloration of it now. This is what the Shidava Gold looked like, and as you can see, it's a very upright variety. We go on to this one, which is Orange Dream, and on the right hand side it is as it was in early spring, and on the left hand side it is as it is at the moment, which is this lovely light green, and it stays like this until late summer, in which time it will turn to a bright yellow and orange, and that's where it gets its Orange Dream name from. It's 7-lobed leaves, and it's another upright stance variety. Slightly toothed leaves on all of them. Then we move on to the Libellularium, and this particular one is called Enchan. Libellularium, as I've said before, is like a bamboo or strap-like sort of lobes to each leaf, giving it this lovely oriental look. We also have green varieties of this, this is a Kimchi, or is known as it's called with golden threads. It's quite obvious why, because the lobes are so fine on these leaves. They usually have 5 to 7 lobes to each leaf. They're usually dark green and are very, very finely toothed on the ends. It stays this colour for most of the year, and then towards the autumn it grows orange and yellow. It'll grow, the height of this one will grow to about 8 foot, which is 2.5 metres tall. This next one is a red one again, a red variety, which stays this colour most of the year round. It's Bennyub Gohan, which means 5 long red fingers, and you can see why basically. Another very nice plant, another Libellularium. It stalks, it begins light brown and turns this reddy purplish throughout the summer, and it does quite well in sunny spots, so it's a good one to keep. This is not a Libellularium, although it looks like one. It's called Kayakushir. It's of the Matsumura group, which means the lobes are only 3/4 of the way down to the stem and not quite to the stem. The ribbon ones go all the way to the stem. That could grow to about 4 metres tall if you let it. This next one is KakiHendujo, which is also of the Matsumura group, and stays this green for most of the summer. It'll grow to about 6 meters tall if you let it. It gets its name from an island just off of Japan, which apparently this is where it was cultivated. It will go to a very nice yellow, gold, rich reds and oranges in the autumn, but it will stay this, like I say, it'll stay this colour mainly all through the summer. And just to show you the contrast of the leaves, we go over to this variegated variety, which is hagasoyama. Its name means umbrella mounting. It's, as you can see, it's a green leaf with cream edges, are very sharp and elongated. It's a 7-lobed leaf, and later on it does get a bit pinker than this along the edges during the summer. In the autumn it will turn to a bright orange. It can grow up to about 8 foot tall. Then carrying on, just to show you the contrast of colours that you do get with Japanese maples and the different shaped leaves. This is a summer gold, a lot broader leaved. This beautiful yellowy green early in the spring, as it is at the moment, colour. It has 5 to 7 lobes to each leaf, which are slightly toothed. In the spring it will turn a little more orange, a deeper orange, and in the autumn it will go to a golden yellow, and it will grow to a height of about 4 meters if you didn't keep control of it. Then we go on to a totally different contrasting variety. It's a crispy. As you can see, it's an upright stance variety, very compact, very sharp leaves on it, very shaped. Most of the leaves have got 5 lobes on them. On the left, that's what it looked like 2 weeks ago, and as you can see how filled out it's got in the last 2 weeks. Very different plant. I believe this one originates from New Zealand, but it is quite a different plant. Crispy. Then we go on to an old favourite, bloodgood. Now some of you in another film may have seen me transport this one into the box. This is what it looked like when I took it out of the pot to transfer it into the larger container. As you see, the roots were quite compact, so I washed them down, separated the roots and trimmed them off. As you can see, all these large ones came off, and I took quite an amount off, probably more than a third actually by the time I'd finished it. It cut it down to about this, which is quite a lot for a large tree. So I repotted it in this box that I made, and this is what it looks like today. So it survived, and it looks a lot better for it. This one below it likes a little bit of shade from that tree. This is called Cascade, which is quite a new variety. This will grow to about 3 meters tall. This perhaps is the star of the springtime. This is Enchan, a beautiful dissectum leaf, and this is what it looks like at the moment. You say again, I did trim this down quite heavily in the winter, roots and branches. These were the roots. Again, very similar to the bloodgood that I did. I did most of the big trees this winter. December, January, February time. As you say, it's quite muddy and a mucky job, but I took this amount off, probably, that's just off one tree, that's just off this. This one is emerald lace, actually. It's another green dissectum. It's a little bit shorter than the LN. Very similar leaf, a little bit smaller, but again, a lace-like leaf. And the final one in this film is ukigamo, which is another variegated type, upright stance again. It's called floating clouds, actually, is its English name then, shall we say. As you can see why, and near enough all white, the leaves, but they are green. Well, that's it for now, for springtime. I'll try and bring you another film in the autumn. So good house to you. Thanks very much for watching. This is Terry Morgan saying goodbye.